Today on the Captain's Cog, we're going to talk about pedals. What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? This is the Captain. I am here in the Captain's quarters, aka my garage, which is super filthy, but I'm not going to show you any of that. Anyway, I thought I'd do a quick video to show you these pedals that I got for my wife's GT Aggressor Pro. These were budget pedals from Amazon. They're DrBike pedals, and they are plastic. They're not sealed, but they do have pretty good bearings. They're very smooth still. These probably have a few hundred miles on them, I want to say. And they still are rolling smooth, and no need to take them apart and re-grease them or anything like that, because I trust whatever's inside, whether it's polymer bushings or plastic, or I don't think there's ball bearings in there. But anyway, these are about 19 bucks from Amazon. They are DrBike pedals, and so far I'm pleased with them. Like I said, there's a few hundred miles on them, I assume. I don't have any type of odometer on my bike, but it's been ridden pretty heavily. My mountain bike's been under the weather, I guess I should say. It needs some service. So I've been riding her bike, and I've hit a few trails. Nothing super gnarly, but some good climbs and some fun downhill trails. Nothing crazy, but I am pleased with these pedals. I would buy them for my BMX bike if I needed pedals, or if I break the pedals I currently have. I might buy a pair for my son's Diamondback Line 24 that I got for him, just because they're great pedals. I'm not sure if he's ready for steel pins, though. That's the only thing that I'm kind of holding off on. And I didn't think my wife wanted steel pins either, but she likes them. She says the Pumas she wears when we ride grip well, so no complaints from her. I did take out, you can see, I did take out the middle pins on both sides. I don't feel like she needed them, but it seems like maybe the bottom one could be in there. Maybe one of these ones on the side could be moved, like take this one and put it there, because you need a little bit more in that middle to keep your foot from pivoting. What I also did to these, it's probably going to not be in focus very well, but I recessed the pins, because when they came, you might be able to see in the picture on the thumbnail, when they came, the pins were sticking up so high. Like there's this hat, it's kind of like a top hat or a witch hat shape of the pin underneath where above where the threads end, and they weren't even drilled in all the way to where the lip was flush on the plastic. Like some were crooked, some were like there's a little bit of a gap between the plastic and the pin. So I took all the pins out, and I'll show you what I did. I took my drill. Okay, so what I did was I took my drill bit. I took my drill, and I took the hand chuck, and I put the pins in there, because these don't have any they don't have any hex screws. They're just solid, and I guess you could use like pliers or something, but I was like, I don't want to do that. I got a better idea. So I took my drill chuck, and I just clamped them on there, and I put it in reverse, and I easily just, spun it, and they came out. I don't want to take it out now, but you get the idea. So, and then when I took it out, I left it in there, and I took my I used to do woodworking, so I have this really nice countersink. This is like $60 countersink for, fine woodworking and finish carpentry. But anyway, I took this and I put it in. Oh, the reflector's there, so I can't really get it in right there. But anyway, yeah, okay, maybe I can get this one. I pushed it in there, and and then I would do it by hand. I would countersink it. So I would get a little bit of a countersink around that hole. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want it to look funny when there's not a pin in there. But you get the idea. So I did that to all these ones where the pins went in, and it allowed the pins to sit really flat and flush. You see that? Oh, that's a good view right there. Yeah, right there. See, it's nice and flush. And you know, these pins don't have threads like, you know, hex pins when you got to screw them in. They have all those threads sticking up. You get caught on that, it just rips your skin. These, they have like vertical. They have vertical lines going up the pins, which helps the chuck grab it. But they also grip, but it, like, you don't get caught on those threads because they're not going this way. You know, the pin grooves are going like that. So a little bit safer, still grippy. I left the reflectors. I'm pretty sure you could slide those out, but I left them because I took all the other reflectors off her bike, and I figured we should have something for safety if we're coming home from one of our LA river path rides, like in the dark, you know, or when it's almost dark, even though there's no cars on the river path. But we have to, you know, take a couple blocks from the entrance of the path to our house. So I left them on there, but I think you can slide them out this way. You can see there. Oh wait, this way. Yeah, this way. So, and other than that, I put, you know, she has IXF cranks on her bike. So I put pedal washers because the one thing about these spindles is that they kind of go in right here. So I didn't want them to kind of dig into the aluminum arms. If you have, you know, cheap alloy arms from a big box bike or chromoly BMX pedals, you're not going to have a problem. But I didn't want to dig into that metal, so I put a pedal washer, and I couldn't be happier with how that worked out. There is, the funny thing is that, I don't know if this is the lady that designed them, but if you look, there's a name in the middle of the pedal. It says Tracy Zhu. I can't really, oh, my light just went out. You can't really see it, but it's down there in the middle. Anyway, do I recommend these pedals? Yes, I do. I would ride them. I want to actually put them on my BMX bike and give them a real torture test. But as you can see so far, I mean, these pedals have been on here since June, and now it's December, and they're just still in great condition. Like, the sides aren't even scratched. And, well, I guess we set our bike down on the other side, but because this pedal is from the derailleur side. All right, but I don't know what else to say. I'll put a link in the description how you can pick them up. $19 on Amazon. You know, there's highly contested debates about budget China parts. You know, and I could have gotten like the Fuker, you know, like the Race Face Chester knockoffs. But they had a little bit too aggressive of pins, and especially for my wife, who doesn't really ride aggressively. So, and I didn't really want to give my money to someone who's just straight up counterfeiting someone else's product. So I found these. It seems like, you know, it's their own product. They are still from China, but from what I can tell, they're not copying someone else's pedal, or at least not someone's proprietary design, you know. So I don't recommend a lot of overseas Chinese cheap parts, but as far as pedals go, I think these are great. Great option if you blow through pedals a lot, like you do pedal strikes and you're always breaking pedals or ripping pins out, or you have a kid, or you have a big box, you know, budget mountain bike you want to upgrade. These are definitely worth it. I highly recommend these pedals. So I guess that's it. If I forgot anything, feel free to leave a comment or a question, and I will happily answer any questions you guys have. But other than that, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to end it right here, and grab these pedals if you want. Nothing else to say, I guess. Alright, this is the Captain, signing off.